Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Erica and today's video is all about the Chanel Business Affinity Backpack. So I've only had this for about a week now and I picked this up on my last business trip, so I haven't really had time to use it except for the 1 week that I was using this on my trip. But I wanted to do first impressions and sort of show you guys a little bit of the details of this backpack. It's really funny because when I went into the Chanel store, I told myself I am just looking, I'm not going to buy anything. But of course, my SA, the one that helped me last time, recognized me and she's like, you know, I remember that you were looking for a Business Affinity backpack. And the first time that I had met her, she said that she had no idea what I was talking about and she's never seen it in store. But this time, she was prepared and she actually had 2 of these available. So I ended up getting one for myself. And this is in Black Caviar leather with champagne gold hardware. So I thought it was a really nice, perfect size travel backpack. I saw the Chanel Gabrielle backpack, which is the more popular one, or the one that I've been seeing all over Instagram, but I found it a little bit small. This one in comparison can fit everything that I need, and I feel that it's a little bit more secure, especially since it has a turn lock before you can open it up, and then it also has a drawstring as well. So very, very convenient, and I was really happy, so happy that I actually used it right out of the store. So I've been using it for about a week now and I'll give you a little bit of my first impressions on it. I'll also do some mod shots and what fits on the inside. In terms of what I was able to fit on the inside of this bag, that's where it really, really shines because it can fit so much. So when I travel, I usually carry around with me my water bottle. I have my mini pochette, which I use as a catch-all. I have a long wallet, and then I have another card case, which I put in all of my extra travel cards as well. And then sometimes I will carry around an umbrella, and then sometimes I will also have a jacket, which I throw into my backpack. And of course, I also carry around my camera. So it was no problem carrying around all of these things. And the nice thing about this is, since it is a backpack, the weight is evenly distributed on both shoulders, so you don't get a backache or one shoulder ache at the end of the day. And it was very, very comfortable because I was using this backpack the whole day and I had no problems with it. Another feature that I really like about this bag is the strap right here, and I found this strap super convenient whenever I went to the washroom and I just had to hook it on the doorway right there. And it's not a very thick strap, so I wouldn't like hold it for very long hours or anything, but I found that it was very convenient, like when I was in a pinch or something and I just need to hang my bag very quickly on something. And yeah, this was super perfect. And let me show you guys how it looks on the inside. So this was actually quite well thought of. You can see that there's a circular ring right here, and that keeps the strap from going all the way through from one side to the other. So that's the circle ring right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or if the camera is catching that properly. But yeah, that just sort of make sure that this back part and the front part stay separate, and you don't have the front or the back just sliding off towards each other. So something that I really like, they did actually think about the design of this bag. Very nice. The front pocket was something that I didn't want to put anything valuable inside, so what I ended up doing is actually putting my well, it does fit my iPhone 7 Plus, but I didn't put my iPhone 7 Plus. What I did with this front pocket is I put in the power bank of my iPhones. So this is perfect size for an iPhone, or if you're like me and you just want to be secure, this is where I put in my power bank, and then I also put in some tissues for easy access into that. So very, very nice. Convenient that it does have a front pocket, and the nice thing is that it opens up really, really wide. Okay, so moving on to some of the cons. I've already talked about the pros, and now I'll just talk about some of the things that I didn't like about this bag. Obviously, I've only used it for a week, so I can't really say that I know the bag completely inside out, and so far how it's fared is pretty good in my books, but I do tend to like everything from the Business Affinity line of Chanel. But one of the cons that I can say is that it is a little bit not so structured. Like, I don't know whether this is really a con, but I feel like the bag can lose its structure. Like right now you can see that it doesn't have any stuffing on the inside. I just took it out. It is very soft, so it tends to do that. And if you are somebody who doesn't use your bag a lot, or like me, I wanted only to use this bag when I travel, you just have to remember to always have stuffing on the inside, because I have a feeling that it is going to lose its structure, and it's going to lose like the leather. It's quite a soft sort of leather, but at the same time I feel that it might be a little too soft. Even though it is in caviar, it does feel a little bit softer, like let's say the double flap caviar leather, and it does seem to be quite soft and losing its elasticity, or I don't know what you would call that. Is it elasticity? But yeah, it just feels very, very smushy and not well structured at all. So that's something that you should take into consideration if you are planning to purchase a bag like this. The other thing is that the shape of the bag itself. So right now you can see that it tilts a little bit forward, and this is perfectly fine because most of the time you will wear it as a backpack anyways. But just to show you guys that the bottom is very, very wide. So the base is very wide in order to have a lot of stuff on the inside, obviously, but at the same time it just makes everything tilt forward, and especially because this pocket right here in front is a little bit heavy, so the bag does tend to tilt forward like that, especially if you will only be wearing it on one shoulder. So you should just be aware of that. And then it does this crease line, and considering my bag is brand new, it already has this sort of crease line right here, which you guys can see. But aside from that, it doesn't really bother me, so to say. Anyways, I will be using the bag, and yeah, if you are not using the bag, then I'll just hopefully remember to keep it stuffed on the inside full of tissue, and yeah, just so that it maintains the shape of the bag. Okay, so I've set up my camera and pushed it a little bit further back. I hope you guys can see this easier. For height reference, I am 5'4", and this is how it looks to the side of the bag. And then to the back, I'm wearing it on both shoulders right now, like a regular backpack. And this is on the shortest possible length, so you can make it longer if you do want your backpack to hit you a little bit lower. But because I tend to load my backpack with a lot of stuff, I prefer it on the shortest length possible. So that's how it looks. And then of course you can grab it like that and wear it as a one shoulder bag. And yeah, so not much to say, but at least you guys can get an idea of how the bag would look on your own frame. So there you go. And then the straps are actually very comfortable because they are in leather, and they have a small chain part at the top, but for the most part it is all just a leather strap. And you can punch more holes in it if you do want it shorter. But here, let me just do the last way that you can wear it, with both straps on your shoulder. There you go. That's how it would look. So that is it for this week's video. One more con that I think I forgot to mention is actually the price of this bag. And I did find it a tad bit expensive because I remember thinking, oh my god, this thing costs almost as much as my Chanel Boy in the old medium. So I was like sort of debating while I was in the Chanel store if I really wanted to spend something like that price on a backpack, which I would only use while I travel. But overall, I think I'm pretty happy with my purchase, and yeah, I can see myself actually using this bag a whole lot, especially since the size is really perfect. It's not too big, not too small, and it fits a ton of stuff, especially because of the wide base. So that is it, I guess, for this week's video. If you did enjoy that, please do give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm still figuring out, but I'm hoping that I can post a video at least once or twice a week, if not about luxury, about home and living, or my plants as well. Anyways, guys, have a great weekend, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye!